one year to the next, as we've seen from Andy Wheatley this year. He's averaging a double-double.
Yeah. Well, it really helps when you add 30 pounds of muscle in the offseason. He has done a phenomenal job in the weight room, and he's really, turned himself around from his freshman and sophomore seasons, and he's had definitely a breakout year this year.
And it's going to be Wheatley taking the jump against Symes. Wheaton going right to left on your radio dial. Here we go. Tip controlled by Wheaton. The ball goes to Johns, to Panner, and here we go as Panner crosses the timeline. Whitworth is in man-to-man. Panner looking on the right side has Raymond. Raymond looking for Wheatley inside, has nothing. He's going to go to Carwell. Top of the key, swings it to Johns. Now it's a little cross screen for Panner looking for Wheatley. Johns still has it. Johns out top. Riley's not going to come out on him, as now we have Kent on the right side. He catches. He drives. Shoots from the baseline, and good. Kent Raymond gets Wheaton on the board. 2-0 Wheaton.
Good to see Kent early on attacking the basket, getting 2 points. It's going to be key for Wheaton to come out to a fast start here and play a full 40 minutes.
Back comes Whitworth. Symes has it against Raymond. That's the key matchup. He's going to drive. He dishes. And his 2 points for Williamson. Scratch that. It's Jurich. 2 points for Whitworth. 2-2.
Nice job by Symes there to see his open teammate Jurich down low as the Wheaton defender came over on a help.
Shot fake for Johns. He's going to pull it, and he's going to hit it. Just one step inside the arc. Andrew Johns from Kent Raymond. 4-2 Wheaton. 18:49 left here in the first half. Nakamura's working against Johns. Swings it to Jurich, now top of the key. He's looking for Riley. Riley's the good shooter. Make him drive. Now Symes against Raymond. He's going to drive. It's off his foot and out of bounds. Turnover. Wheaton ball. 2 times we've seen Whitworth go to Symes. 2 times he's gotten a step on Kent, but that time it's a turnover.
Yeah, and now Wheaton has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, Andrew Johns got the open shot. He really came on at the end of the game last weekend and propelled the Thunder to victory. It's good to see the freshman get another shot early on here.
Wheaton running their popular thumbs-up set, double screen for Wheatley down to the block. It's Johns in the corner now working. He's going to center the ball. Ball screen from Carwell. Johns still has it. Dribbling in the lane, driving, shooting off the glass, and good. Johns makes a jumper the last possession. Now he's going to take it off the dribble and finish with the left hand.
He's going to come down here and put a little full court pressure on Whitworth.
Williamson's going to bring it up because Johns is denying Nakamura, and he's still working to deny Nakamura, keeping Whitworth out of their offense. Now Williamson's going to drive on Wheatley to Jurich. Jurich with the left hand on Carwell, rims around and in. 6-4 right now. Wheaton leads. 17:40 to go here. We're just getting started. The Sweet 16 at Hope College is now Raymond's going to drive on the right side, pulls up, shoots, rims no, rebound, tipped, batted. Jurich has it for Whitworth. Back comes Nakamura. Nakamura looking ahead to Williamson. Down in the post to Symes. Back to Williamson. That's a 3. Rims out. Rebound for Raymond, and he's going to push it for Wheaton. Raymond going full speed, and he's fouled. Williamson tried to take a charge there just across the timeline, but Derek, he wasn't set.
No, he wasn't. He took the full brunt of Kent Raymond charging into him right at half court. And that's going to be the first team foul for Whitworth. First personal on Williamson.
So now Panner's going to work on the left side against Nakamura. Raymond's got it. So Williamson on Raymond this time to Johns in the corner. He's looking. Carwell and Wheatley working inside. Wheatley's going to curl. John still has it. Looking for Wheatley inside. He catches on the baseline about 12 feet. Faces up. Now he's going to skip to Kent. And we got an illegal screen on Jake Carwell. It's going to be Whitworth ball. Wheatley looked for Raymond on the skip pass, but Jake just kind of slid his feet, got called for the foul.
Yep, tough foul right there for the Thunder. As Kent would have had a wide open 3 look right there. He actually made the shot after the foul was called, but doesn't matter.
And look at Johns just harassing Nakamura. He's not letting him bring the ball up the court. He tipped one out of bounds. Of course, that key steal last weekend against Loras College. That freshman from Wheaton North sure does a great job on the ball. Now it's Williamson on the left side to Riley, the shooter. He's guarded by Panner. Now to Symes, top of the key. He's going to drive to his right on Kent. He's going to rise up, shoot short. Rebound to Kent. And again, he's going to push it. No numbers. Kent ahead to Panner. Panner dribbling with the left hand to Raymond. Raymond between the legs. Fakes the shot. He's not going to pull it to Carwell now. Looking inside for Wheatley. Swings to Panner. Panner dribbling. He looks for Kent on the backdoor cut. Kent is hit, fouled. The shot is no good, but Kent's going to get 2 free throws. Great look from Panner to Raymond on the back cut.
Yeah, great vision there by Panner, and then great court awareness by Kent. Knowing that Panner had the ball, he was looking for someone to pass it to. Kent with the backdoor cut right along the baseline, and was able to go up for that free throw, or that layup, and get fouled.
So Kent makes the free throw. 7-4 Wheaton. 16:20 here to go in the first half. Out of the game comes Williamson. In comes Clay Gebbers for Wheaton. Now Steve Young is going to get into the game, replacing Jacob Carwell. So 1 sub for each team. Raymond's going to get his second free throw here. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. Nothing but net for Raymond, and it's 8-4 Wheaton, 16:20 remaining.
Raymond's been on a phenomenal run in the postseason as far as free throws go. I don't know if he's missed one yet in the postseason play.
Now it's Nakamura really having to work hard with Johns just playing great on-ball defense to Jurich. Now they're looking inside to Symes. Symes and Raymond battling. It's going to be a foul on Kent Raymond. That's a big call, Derek. They're looking to Symes every time, and that's Kent's first.
Yeah, I haven't been very impressed with Whitworth's offense so far here. They've pretty much just been going to Symes. He's been the one looking to drive mostly, but Johns has been doing a good job denying the point guard Nakamura of setting up the offense.
Now Symes guarded by Young. He misses on the jumper. Rebound tip. Johns comes up with it. And Johns stepped out of bounds. Coach Harris can't believe it. It's going to be Whitworth ball underneath. As Symes so far has really taken a lot of shots, it really hasn't been making many.
No, they're definitely trying to take advantage of the 2-inch height advantage that he owns over Kent Raymond, but Raymond has done a good job so far. Stephen Young actually is going to be on Symes on defense now.
And now it's Jurich in the post, spins to the middle with the left hand on the inbounds play. He scores. 8-6 Wheaton, 15:45 to go here in the first half. Is now Young on the right wing. Swings it to Johns. Johns looking for Wheelie inside, but so far Jurich has done a nice job denying Andy on that block. Johns picks up his dribble. He's dead. Looks for Panner. He's got it. Panner now dribbling with his left hand to the middle. He has Johns. Johns pulls up inside the arc and hits Andrew Johns with his third field goal here in the early going. 10-6 Wheaton.
So far it's been all Andrew Johns and Calvin Jurich. Probably not what you expected if you're tuning in right now. But
and now they force it inside to Symes, and Young ties him up. Great defense from Stephen Young. It's going to be Whitworth College ball. Williamson coming back in for Whitworth. Riley comes out.
Stephen Young has been playing very well down the stretch here. That game against Lawrence 1 week ago, he played a lot of big minutes in the second half and did a very good job. So now we're going to have Phil Denham check into the ball game.
For Johns. So Johns is really working hard. Coach Harris to get some early rest. Here's the inbounds to Jurich on the right side. The lefty. Looking for Nakamura. Now it's Panner on Nakamura on the right side. Panner's in a good stance. Now they swing it to Williamson. He's guarded by Wheelie. Wheelie give him a couple feet. Williamson's going to drive. Nothing there. Now Nakamura has it on the left wing. 5 to go on the shot clock. He's going to drive to the middle. Now the ball's out to Jurich. The long jumper short. He misses it. Panner with the rebound. Back comes Wheaton College. Panner handling the point guard duties. Is now a double screen for Kent. Panner still has it. Driving. Dishes to Wheelie. Wheelie to Young. Young back to Wheelie. He's going to spin. Kicks it out to Kent. Kent's got it on the baseline. He's going to shoot it short. Rebound to Abers, and back comes Whitworth College. Nakamura has it now. And Wheaton is really making him work. He's the point guard, a great three-point shooter, but when he drives, he's looking to dish. He's going to get in the lane. Kicks it out to Williamson. Williamson's going to drive on Wheelie to his right, and he scores. Williamson for 2 more. 10-8 Wheaton, 14:06 to go here in the first half.
Kent Raymond's going to slow it down for the Thunder. Give it to Ben Panner.
Yeah, so far nothing for Wheelie in the post.
No.
Whitworth doing a nice job denying him. Specifically, that's Jurich. Is now Panner driving on the right wing, trying to get Kent in the post. Kent's got it. Kent to Big Daddy Phil Denham. Denham's going up, blocked. Blocked by Jurich. There's a scramble for the ball. Wheelie's got it. Wheelie to Young, back to Wheelie. They're trying to post Phil Denham. 5 on the shot clock. Kent's going to shoot it for 3. Short again. Symes has the rebound, tipped around, batted, and now Wheelie's going to get it. Raymond saved it to Wheelie. And we have a fresh 35. Wheaton calling out a set now. Kent comes and takes the handoff from Panner. He's out just across the timeline, right out top. Panner down screens for Young. Now Young's got it. Young looking. He's got Panner. Kent's going to get a double screen on the right side. Catches from Panner. Shots up. Shot. Rims around. No good, but we have a foul. Kent's fouled behind the three-point line by Clay Gebbers, and he is going to get 3 free throws.
Yeah, the freshman Clay Gebbers making a rookie mistake there as he just gets too much of Raymond's arm going for the 3. And Kent, 20th in the nation in free throw shooting, is going to get 3 as he makes the first.
And Derek, we haven't talked about it tonight, but Kent Raymond, 13 points away from the Wheaton College single-season points record. As now John's back in, and he's going to check in for Big Daddy Denham.
Yep, Kent is already halfway there. He's got 6 points early on here in the first 7 minutes. And he is definitely moving into uncharted territory as far as Wheaton basketball is concerned.
Third free throw good, 13-8 Wheaton. Kent makes all 3 free throws. 13 minutes to go here in the first half. John's back in guarding Nakamura. Nakamura to Williamson. Now you've got Panner on Williamson. He's going to drive to his left side, gets all the way to the rim, flips it up short. No good. Rebound, though, to Gebbers. Whitworth still has the ball. Gebbers working on the left side against Raymond. Tries to get it to Symes. Tipped out of bounds by Young. It's going to stay with Whitworth. 30 on the shot clock. 12:45 here to go in the first half. Wheaton 13, Whitworth College 8.
Since Young came into the game, Symes really has had a difficult job of trying to get the ball on offense, as Stephen Young's been doing an excellent job.
And Jurich handling just about 5 feet in front of the timeline, and Wheely's just staying right in the lane. He's not going to chase him out there. So now we got a ball screen from Symes for Williamson. Williamson drives to Jurich. Jurich skips across to Gebbers. Gebbers shuffles his feet on the catch. That's a travel, that's a turnover, and that's Wheaton ball.
Kind of surprised to see Gebbers in the game so early on here. We kind of expected more of a 7-man, 8-man rotation, but Gebbers is usually like the 4th or 5th man off the bench for Whitworth, and he's seen some early action here, the freshman. And he's come up with 2 big mistakes early on.
Right, and he promptly finds a seat on the bench. Sellerite is in. And now it's Young working on Symes inside to Wheely on the left block. Wheely kicks out to Panner. Back to Wheely. He's going to go baseline. Skips to Young. Young catches. Skips across to Panner. Panner for 3. It's up, and it's no. Rims out. Rebound to Williamson. Whitworth ball.
That was the first time that Wheaton's really made a concerted effort to get Andy Wheely involved in offense down low.
Nakamura now handling right wing to Jurich, looking inside to Symes. Tipped again by Young. Symes does recover out at the arc. Swung across to Nakamura, driving. The pull-up, the jumper is in. Ross Nakamura scores 2, and it's 13-10 Wheaton, 11:30 to go in the first half. Now it's John's top of the key, brings it across to Panner on the right side, looking for Kent in the corner. Kent looking for Wheely, can't get it to him. Gets a ball screen from Panner. The defenders go down, back to Panner, the pull-up, no. Rims out, another rebound for Jurich. Back comes Nakamura and Whitworth. 2 tired teams here, really going hard. The first 10 minutes of the game, so difficult here in a huge game, the Sweet 16. But John's up on Nakamura, really making him work. He's going to get a ball screen from Symes. Young shows. As out comes Sellerite, he's going to get a 3, and it's in. Sellerite over Raymond for 3, and we're all tied up. 13-13, 10:50 to go.
Sellerite's a 39% three-point shooter, 10th in the Northwest Conference, and he got a good look at one right there.
Now double screen for Johns, catches it. Wheely double screen for Raymond with Young. Raymond catches in the corner. Young cross screens for Wheely. He's going to lob it into Wheely, and Andy Wheely is called for the offensive foul. He was being fronted, and he got his forearm up, pushed off a little bit. That's a foul on Wheely. So with 10:34 here, we have our first TV timeout. It's Wheaton 13, Whitworth College 13.
And with this timeout, we would like to remind you that Wheaton Thunder basketball is sponsored in part by the Gulbranson Insurance Agency. As an insurance broker, Ned Gulbranson seeks to provide you with insurance coverage tailored to your individual needs. Ned offers a full line of business, auto, life, and homeowner insurance and can provide a look at many different insurance companies so you can weigh many options. You may reach Ned Gobranson at 630-393-6700. So far I've been, as far as Whitworth has gone, I've been very impressed with Calvin Jurich. He came in only averaging 4 points per game. He already has 6 points here in the early going, and he's done a very good job of denying the post-entry pass to Andy Wheely.
Right, but I think that's where Wheaton has to go. Get that ball inside to Wheely consistently, soften him up. So far, Symes doesn't have any points. He's missed his only 2 shots. Wheaton's done a nice job on him, specifically Stephen Young, after Kent got his first foul. But it's going to be Whitworth ball, and Johns again denying Nakamura, making somebody else bring it up. It's going to be Sella right now, the lefty, dribbling with his right hand. He's working on Kent Raymond. Kent down in defensive stance, moving those feet. Ball screen from Symes now. Young shows again. They look back to Nakamura. Now to Jurich. They're trying to get Symes on the block, but Young is battling him. Now skipped across to Williamson. He goes right, pulls it back left. Again, working on Panner. Gets down on the block, pump fake goes up, and he's fouled. Pump fake got Panner to leave his feet. Then there was some contact. Foul on Ben Panner. Williamson is going to shoot 2.
He is a 80% free throw shooter on the season, 8th in the Northwest Conference.
Free throw is up, free throw is good, and Derek, this Whitworth College team is phenomenal from the free throw line, shooting 78.3%, 5th in the nation. Second free throw is good. 15-13 Whitworth College, 10:08 to go in the first half. Wheaton has their original starters, except they have Steve Young in the game for Carwell. It's Nakamura, Sellerite, Symes, Jurich, and Williamson for Whitworth. And now it's Panner looking for Wheely in the post, can't get it to him. To Raymond up top, swings to Young. Kent's going to post now. He has to come out to the arc to catch it. Dribbling with the left hand. Symes switches out on him. They double him. To Wheely inside with the little baby hook. Rims out. Rebound Nakamura. Back comes Whitworth. Nakamura now to Williamson. He's going to attack off the dribble. Nothing there. Picks up his dribble. Now to Jurich. Trying to get the ball inside to Symes. We got 20 on the shot clock. Nakamura against Johns. To Sellerite. He's guarded by Raymond. Looking in the post again. There's some contact. And now Stephen Young's called for the foul.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Stephen Young just kind of reached in on Williamson when the pass was coming into him, and the referee had a good look at it. Number 15, David Riley, is going to check back into the game for the Pirates.
Yeah, Riley, that great freshman shooter. Now the inbounds to the corner. Double screen for Nakamura. He has it now against Johns. To Riley. Riley rises up, shoots short. Rebound to Johns, and here comes Wheaton. Johns dribbling in the lane. Johns dribbling. Johns shooting. Blocked. Blocked by Williamson. The Wheaton bench thinks that ball was coming down, but back comes Nakamura. 15-13 Whitworth College. 8:55 to go in the first half. Nakamura now gets a ball screen from Symes. He's going to drive the teardrop. No. Rebound Wheely. Ahead to Panner. Wheaton is going to keep pushing it to Raymond. Raymond for 3. Yes! Kent Raymond for 3 from the left wing, and Wheaton retakes the lead. 16-15. 8:37 to go in the first half.
Big 3 there in transition for Kent. That gives him 10 points on the game, and hopefully that's a spark the Thunder needed as they'd kind of gone cold the last 4 or 5 minutes or so.
And Wheaton really looking to push the ball. As again, that ball screen out high from Symes. Whitworth College continues to go back to that. Now gets Riley off the screen. The little jumper up and in. The freshman rose up over the defender from about 18 feet and nothing but net.
Yeah, Whitworth had a great ball screen there as Raymond was unable to get back out on Riley before he took that shot.
Raymond again for 3, and again he hits. The All-American, the 2-time reigning CCAW Player of the Year, another 3, and it's 19-17 Wheaton, 7:50 to go in the first half.
And that 3 ties Raymond for the single season all-time record, 682 points.
Tom Dykstra, the reigning single season points leader, is here. Now another 3 from Riley, short. but Jurich is going to track it down. Jurich having the game of his life, averages 4.1 points per game, but he already has 6. He's getting rebounds. He's defending Wheatley, and he gives Whitworth another possession. Williamson now on Panner to Symes. Symes driving on Young. Riley shoots another 3 short. Ball's tipped, and we have a foul called underneath on the rebound.
Jeez.
It's going to be Whitworth ball. It's a Wheaton foul. The foul's on Andy Wheatley.
That's the 6th team foul.
And that's the second on Andy Wheatley. So the officials calling it tight here. Yeah. Wheaton has a 19-17 lead, 7:16 to go in the first half. And we have an officials timeout.
Well, with that last 3 that Kent Raymond hit, we might as well elaborate on it a little bit more. He came in 669 points, 13 points, gives him 682. And that ties Tom Dykstra's single-season record from the 69-70 season. And Kent has had just an amazing year. He's had an amazing career, and this year he has really shown the kind of player that he is. And here tonight, already 13 points in 13 minutes. He definitely is focused on getting Wheaton to the next round and to the Final Four. He wants his career to stay intact.
That last foul was on Raymond. He has 2 fouls, 13 points, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 for 6 from the field. Tom Dykstra is here. The team took him out to dinner last night. He is here in the building to witness this historic game, but Raymond's out of the game now. With that second foul, in comes Burnson. Jurich tries to finish with the left hand, no good, and big Andy Wheatley with the rebound. Wheaton ball. Nice. So Burnson in for Raymond.
And a nice rebound there by Wheatley as he skied over everyone to pull that one down.
Now looking high-low, Young to Wheatley, up, yes, basket's good, and we have a foul. Young to Wheatley on the high-low. 2 more for Wheaton, 21-17 Thunder, 6:53 to go, and Wheatley's got 1 more coming.
That was a great job by Wheatley, sealing off his defender, and Young, threw it away from the defender and right to Wheatley, leading him to the basket, and he got fouled. So he will go to the line where he is a 70% free throw shooter on the year.
Free throw rattles around and in, 22-17 Wheaton. And Derek, if Whitworth is going to front Andy Wheatley, you're going to see a lot more of that tonight. The high-low, Steve Young to Andy Wheatley. Young again working on Symes. What a job he's doing. Panner on Williamson. That switch has also worked. Williamson loses his dribble. Now he barely gets to Nakamura working on Johns. The freshman from Wheaton North continues to play great on-ball defense to Williamson, to Riley, now guarded by Burnson. Burnson's on the freshman shooter. He gets him dead, picks up his dribble. Symes catches it 25 feet from the basket. Now he rises up over Young. No good. Rebound tipped, and Young gets it. Great defensive possession from Wheaton.
Very good defensive possession. That's what we've grown accustomed to as they turn it back over. Symes has it in transition.
And now they're going to call an offensive foul.
All right.
So Johns turned it over, saved by Williamson to Symes, and then Johns got position down there, took the charge, and that's a big call. So Wheaton continues to lead 22-17, 6:07 here to go in the first half. Kent Raymond on the bench with 2 fouls, but Wheaton leads by 5.
That's Symes' first foul, 5th on Whitworth as a team.
Again, Wheaton looking for Wheatley inside. Burnson out top. Flare screen for Johns. Johns for 3. Good. Andrew Johns for 3, and it's 25-17. Coach Harris wants a timeout, and he's got it.
Andrew Johns, 12 points in his last game. Really came on with those 2 back-to-back threes in the 16-0 run, and he has really shown up tonight. Already 9 points, played great defense, denying the nation's leader, Ross Nakamura, an assist-to-turnover ratio. He has denied Whitworth setting up the offense. Andrew Johns, he may be a freshman, but he's pretty much a sophomore. It's been a full season. So
yeah, he's not a freshman anymore. And, Derek, when you hear people say, the one thing that always gets me, the Wheaton's a one-man team. Come on, Ben Panner and Andy Wheatley are 2 of the best players in the conference. But Andrew Johns, you can't even say, I mean, they're a three-man team? No, this is a complete team. Yeah. And look at Andrew Johns.
Yep.
So back comes Whitworth, 5:40 to go here in the first half. Wheaton 25, Whitworth College 17. Nakamura against Johns to Williamson. They are trying to get it to Symes, but Stephen Young just will not let them. Williamson working on Wheelie. Look at Andy Wheelie move his feet there. Perimeter defense. But they get him. That's a tough matchup for Andy. Williamson, they're really running their offense through Williamson.
Well, Symes really hasn't been able to get much done, and Young has done a good job shutting him down. So Williamson has been turned to by Whitworth. That is a tough foul for Wheelies. That's going to be his second. Puts Williamson to the line for the 1-and-1. He connects on the first there.
So Wheaton does have a lead, Derek, 25-18, but Wheelie with 2 fouls, Raymond with 2 fouls, Big Daddy Denham in, Wheelie out. Second free throw good for Williamson. Timeout, Whitworth College. So Wheaton hit the big 3 and calls a timeout. Whitworth College makes 2 free throws. They call the timeout. 25-19 Wheaton College, 5:28 to go.
And with this timeout, we would like to say that WETN is grateful for the support of local businesses like the Gobranson Insurance Agency, helping to continue live broadcasts of Wheaton Thunder Sports. Ned Gobranson brings experience and resources, and as an insurance broker, many options to help meet your insurance needs. If you would like to take a look at your insurance options, you may reach Ned at 630-393-6700.
You heard Coach Harris in the Harris Huddle talk about the key would be Wheaton's half-court defense. They've got a team that averages about 76 points per game on 19 here with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. So the half-court D is there from Wheaton. Raymond back into the game now, checks in for Burnson. He's working on Nakamura, spins back to the middle. Now he's back to his left hand, drives to Stephen Young outside the arc, to Panner. Ball screen from Johns. Panner still has it on the baseline. Across to Johns, top of the key, shot fake to Young. Denham posting to Panner. Panner working. Fakes right. Back left. Hangs. Fires. Hits in the lane. Ben Panner. A tough shot from 8 feet. And Wheaton leads by 8.
That's his first basket of the night. Let's get him going. That was a very difficult shot as he was hanging in midair around the free throw line.
Symes now working. Drives into the middle. And it's an offensive foul. Symes, guarded by Young, drove with his right hand to the middle, but there was Phil Big Daddy Denham, the senior. Does what he does best. He took a charge.
I always say that he has a quota of getting 1 per game, and that's his one. I wouldn't be disappointed if he got a few more by the end of the night. But that foul, that offensive foul, is the second offensive foul in a row for Symes. That's his second foul on the night. He's going to stay in the game, though, for Whitworth.
He's guarding Denham now. Maybe get Denham a look in the post, see if he can get that third foul on Symes. Is now Panner handling, brings it across the timeline to Johns. They're looking for Raymond in the post on Nakamura, and they've got a foul on Nakamura. I've got to admit my heart skipped a beat there thinking they might get Kent for the push-off.
I was thinking the same thing. Luckily, though, Kent will go to the line for 1-and-1. Where he has already connected on 5 of 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Big free throw here is up and in, nothing but net. 28-19 Wheaton, 4:26 to go here in the first half. If they want to go with a quicker defender like Nakamura on Kent, he's going to take him right down to the block. Yep. That's why he's such a special player. Second free throw up, second free throw good for Kent. The Wheaton lead is double digits, 29-19, 4:20 to go here in the first half. Johns working against Nakamura, now to Williamson. He's really been their best player for Whitworth so far. He's working on Big Daddy Denham. Kicks it to Sellerite. Sellerite on the drive, and they've got Denham for the foul. So Williamson drew the defense, kicked to Sellerite, the lefty, and he's got a foul on Denham. He's going to shoot 2.
Sellerite is a very good free throw shooter, 83% coming into today's game.
For Wheaton right now, Johns, Panner, Young, Raymond, Denham. First free throw for Sellerite is up and in. 29-20 Wheaton. 4:09 to go in the first half. For Whitworth College, they have Williamson, Symes. Sellerite shooting the free throws. Nakamura handling the point guard duties. And seeing his first action, Drew Bruns. So again, Derek, Whitworth going to that bench.
Yep.
Second free throw good. We talked about it. Whitworth College does not miss free throws. They're 5th in the nation, and they made another one there. 29-21 Wheaton. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Now to Kent on the right side, working on Nakamura about 25 feet on that right wing from the basket. To Panner, top of the key, double screen for Johns. Hand off to Kent. Kent's going to fire. Kent is hit. The ball is way short. No call. Kent wants it. Sellerite corrals it. Back comes Whitworth. They're calling their set play out. Williamson handling against Denham. Sellerite now against Kent. Again, trying to get now Williamson in the post to Symes. Symes dribbles right to Bruns. Guarded by Panner. Bruns handling, picking up his dribble. Not a lot happening on this possession. Again, the Wheaton defense. Now Johns makes Nakamura catch it 1 foot inside of the timeline. Ball screen from Symes. Dribbling to his right. Symes is going to post to Williamson. Williamson driving. Blocked by Phil Denham. And it's a shot clock violation. Derek, how about this half-court man-to-man defense from Wheaton College?
Very, very good. You know, down the stretch, the last 10 games or so before postseason play, Wheaton was holding their opponents to under 60 points, and that's the kind of defense that we've seen here tonight. Only allowing Whitworth 21 points here with 3 minutes to go in the opening half.
Panner handling against Sellerite to Johns, top of the key. He's guarded by Bruns. Johns fakes left, dribbles back to his right. Still looking, picked up his dribble, bounced past Kent on the left wing behind the arc. He's going to drive. Going to shoot the floater with his right hand, rims out. Nice move from Kent there, but the ball rimmed out. Back comes Whitworth. Now Nakamura gets it back. He's going to shoot the jumper in, good. One step inside the arc. Ross Nakamura makes it a 29-23 Wheaton lead. 2:30 to go in the first half. Kent now dribbling to his left with a double ball screen, and he hits. That's a new set Wheaton has put in lately. Double ball screen for Kent going to his left, and it's good. 31-23 Wheaton. Back comes Nakamura to Williamson, again trying to post Symes. He catches on the block, elevates, scores, and he missed it. The ball rims out, he catches it again. He goes up, and he scores with the foul. So Symes stuck with it, missed the first bunny, but he got the second one, 31-25 Wheaton.
Stephen Young wasn't very happy with that foul call, as the referee thought that he made too much contact on Symes. That's going to be the second personal foul on Stephen Young, and Symes will go to the line for a possible three-point play.
Symes up, Symes in, 31-26 Wheaton. So what was once a 10-point lead is now down to 5. We're approaching the 2-minute mark in the first half. Kent Raymond out of the game. Burnson checks in. Kent has 18 points here in the first half. Now Panner catches on the curl to Young. Back to Panner. He's looking for Johns on the curl. Can't get it to him. To Burnson. To Johns. Looking in the post to Big Daddy Denham. Cross screen for Panner. Now to Burnson. Panner handling on the baseline. To Stephen Young. 10 on the shot clock. Spins back middle. Burnson catches. Denham catches on the block. And they catch him for the hook. They say he hooked the defender with his off arm. They call the foul on Phil Denham. And it's going to be Whitworth ball, 31-26 Wheaton. That's the 10th team foul. And we have 1:37 to go in the first half.
The Thunder were having difficulty trying to get the offense going there, as both Wheatley and Raymond are out of the game. They don't want either one of them to pick up their third foul before halftime. So Wheaton's just going to have to go the last minute and a half without their two big scoring threats in the game.
Nakamura working against Johns. He's going to get that ball screen from Symes. Doesn't want it. Driving the floater. No good. Rebound Carwell. Again, Derek, Wheaton making Nakamura be a scorer instead of a facilitator. And so far that's worked. Now Panner bringing it back for the Thunder. Carwell screens for Burnson. And now Carwell's going to catch out behind the arc, guarded by Symes. Burnson curls. Nothing there. Carwell still has it. Now he finds Jeremy dribbling. Fakes left. Dribbles right back to Carwell. Up with the left hand and in. Burnson to Carwell. And Wheaton leads 33-26.
Nice job by Burnson, driving in on the right side there, drew the help defense, and Carwell was wide open for the easy layup.
Riley now handling, looking for Symes in the post against Young. It's a battle, Young versus Symes. So far, Stephen Young has been great. Symes rises up, shoots the jumper, and it's good.
That's the first time Symes has gone to his jump shot. He's tried to drive in throughout most of the game, and that's only 5 points for him on the night. So these last minute is really when he's gotten those 5 points. Wheaton has done an excellent job, including most especially Stephen Young.
Absolutely. And so now there is about a 2-second differential. We're down to 12 seconds in the half. Wheaton's going to hold for about the last shot. 33-28 Wheaton. Looking for Carwell over the top. It's tipped out of bounds. Carwell throws it back. Nakamura steals. We've got 3 seconds. We've got 2. Sellerite's going to force. Blocked by Ben Panner, and that's the half. So at halftime here at the DeVos Fieldhouse on the campus of Hope College in Holland, Michigan, it's the Sweet 16, and it's a Wheaton lead. Wheaton 33, Whitworth College 28. Welcome back here to the DeVos Fieldhouse on the campus of Hope College in Holland, Michigan. As now we have the Hope fans filing in here. We're at halftime. Alongside Derek Rogers, I am Tim Martin. Great to be back on WETN. And great to see Wheaton leading at the half, Derek, 33, Whitworth College 28.
Yep, those first 2 games of the NCAA tournament, they fought their way back at the end of the first half and was able to pull within 1 point, I think, in both games after being down by double digits. So it's very nice to see the Thunder go into the halftime with a lead. I was talking to you just a few minutes ago. It doesn't really seem like Wheaton is winning, but they've done a great job defensively. Kent Raymond has his 17 points at halftime, and they've done a great job early on here. We've got some other first half stats to pass along to you. Kent Raymond led all scorers with 17 points, also had 3 rebounds as he was 4 for 9 from the floor. Shooting-wise, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc and 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Andrew Johns had a big first half, converting 4 of 5 shots, including a three-pointer for 9 points. He also had 2 rebounds. Andy Wheely chipped in with 3 points and 2 rebounds. You'd really like to see him get more involved on both ends, offensively and defensively, pulling down those boards in the second half. Then Ben Panner also had a quiet first half, 2 points, also 2 assists for him. And Jacob Carwell added the final 2 points for the Thunder. For Whitworth, Colin Williamson led the way with 6 points. He also had 2 rebounds. Calvin Jurich having one of the best games, as we can tell, of his career. 6 points.
Of his life.
Yeah, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and a block for him in 13 minutes. You got to think that he's not going to put up those kind of numbers in the second half, but you never know. Also for Whitworth, Ryan Symes had 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting. Ross Nakamura had 4. Tim Sellerite had 5. And David Riley had 2. The Pirates shot 42% from the field, connecting on 10 of 24 shots, 1 for 6 from beyond the arc, and an impressive 7 of 7 from the free throw line. The Thunder shot 52.4% from the field in the first half, 11 for 21, 3 of 6 from behind the three-point arc, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line.
You know, Derek, it really feels like Wheaton should be up more. You know, like we talked about. You look at the numbers, Wheaton only has 3 turnovers. They're shooting 11 of 21 from the field. Whitworth is only shooting 41%. Nobody on Whitworth has more than 6 points. They've held Symes in check. But still, Wheaton only up 5 points. The defense has been good, but we've got a ball game.
Yeah, we have a ball game. You would have liked to see the Thunder push the lead out a little bit more, as they've been hovering around this 5-point lead for the last few minutes. But down the stretch, you had Kent Raymond and Andy Wheely both on the bench. And that kind of hurts what you're trying to do on offense when your 2 leading scorers are on the bench, not wanting them to pick up 3 fouls. But, you know, overall, very good first 20 minutes for the Thunder.
And looking at it from the Whitworth point of view, again, they've got to be pleased to only be down 5. I think they've got to continue to commit to get Symes the ball. I mean, Ryan Symes, Wheaton doesn't have anybody who can really match up with him athletically. So a couple times he has turned it over. He is only 2 for 6. But they've got to continue to get him the ball. And for Wheaton, Derek, they need to get Wheely going inside. And for some reason, I just feel like Jacob Carwell may have some big plays here in the second half. I think he's a good matchup against this team. They start for Whitworth, Nakamura at 6 foot. And then about 4 guys who are 6'5", 6'6". Carwell's a little bit bigger, a little bit more athletic than Williamson and Jurich. So I just think he might have an opportunity here in the second half to make some big plays.
You know, looking at Ryan Symes' stat lines and everything coming into this game, I thought he might give the Thunder problems. He kind of reminded me of maybe a Matt Rogers or a Chris Drennan for North Central. Athletic big men who can not only get it done in the post, but are also a slashing type guy, can shoot the outside shot. But so far, Wheaton has done a very great job defensively against him. I think my measure of him being like a Matt Rogers or a Chris Drennan doesn't really measure up because he isn't as big as those guys. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger looking at his numbers and stuff coming into the game. But, yeah, if you're Whitworth, you want to try and get him more involved in this game, as Stephen Young has pretty much shut him down in the first half.
I wonder if Wheaton will start the second half with Young, and if they don't, who's going to be on Symes? You can't put Kent back on him with the 2 fouls. Symes himself has 2 offensive fouls, so I'd like to see Wheaton try to attack him. Whitworth College is trying to kind of hide him on defense.
Well, in that Lawrence game last Friday night, we saw the Thunder go to this smaller lineup pretty much the entire second half. Stephen Young had one of his best games I've seen him play, and he played the majority of the minutes in the second half. But also in that game, Andrew Johns wasn't playing very well against Lawrence, so he was on the bench, but he's doing a great job tonight on defense and on offense. It'll be interesting to see who the Thunder play most of the time in the second half. It seems to me that the way Young's been playing, it seems like Carwell or Denham is going to be the odd man out here, as they're probably going to have to, unless Wheatley gets in further foul trouble.
If the board is correct, both teams are going back with their original starters. For Wheaton, Johns, Panner, Raymond, Wheatley, and Carwell. And for Whitworth College, Nakamura, Riley, Williamson, Symes, and Jurich. We do have some other scores from the Division III National Basketball Championships. Amherst 52, Richard Stockton 47. Rochester's up 26-25 on the Coast Guard. And then, of course, we've got our game. So those are the 3 scores we have right now. Wheaton 33, Whitworth College 28.
The other game that's going on, of course, is St. Mary's against Millsaps down in St. Louis. So that is the same side of the bracket that Wheaton's on. So that game definitely has implications if Wheaton's going to get to the Final Four. But that's looking a little too far forward, I think. We still got 20 more minutes of this game, and then going to have a tough game against either Hope or Ohio Wesleyan tomorrow night.
And, of course, last weekend, UW-Whitewater, the host, lost in that first game to Loras College. Maybe tonight we see a similar fate for Hope College, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Wheaton's got to take care of business right here. It's going to be Wheaton ball to start the half, going left to right on your radio dial. Wheaton, of course, in the home white, blue and orange trim. Whitworth in the black uniforms with the red trim, more of a deep maroon to match my tie, as here comes Wheaton. Thumbs up, set to start. Raymond's going to shoot it from way out, and he hits Kent Raymond from a distance, and Wheaton leads 36-28. He's got 20.
He was shooting that one back from Chicago.
Nakamura now to Riley. Riley to Symes, and it is Stephen Young starting, so the board was wrong. Symes misses, rebound to Jurich, and Young takes it from him, ahead to Raymond. Raymond's going to push it. He's on the left side, working on Nakamura. Pulls up from the baseline, good again. Kent Raymond takes it coast to coast, pulls up from 8 feet on the baseline. 2 more, 38-28 Wheaton.
5 points for Kent in the first 45 seconds of this second half, and that's definitely the way you want to start out. Get the lead out to 10 points.
And they're trying to get it to Symes again. Young tipped that ball away in a late foul call. Young didn't like that call. I didn't see a lot of contact. Wheaton has extended the lead to 10. Jacob Carwell is going to come in, as now Stephen Young comes out.
And we'll see who the Thunder now have on Symes, if they're going to switch Raymond back over to him, if the bigger Carwell is going to guard him. Looks like Carwell is.
Symes now working on Carwell, rises up over him, shoots, rims around and in. So it was Carwell on Symes, and Symes made him pay. 38-30 Wheaton. His back comes Panner, working on Nakamura. Nakamura fouls him. 18:53 here to go in the second half. We're in the Sweet 16, Wheaton's deepest run in the Division III tournament. Coach Bill Harris, 420 wins for Wheaton against 204 losses, but this might be the biggest of all those games. Wheaton ball underneath is going to throw it in. He's looking to lob to Wheelie. Wheelie steps out to the arc and catches. Back to Kent. Guarded by Williamson. They've gone with more size now. Kent drives. Looking for Wheelie inside. Tipped away. Nice save by Andy. He battled Symes for that loose ball. Now to Johns on the left side. Guarded by Riley. Takes him right to the rim. He's got to pick up his dribble. Now out to Kent. Kent again drives with the right hand around the rim. Missed the bunny. As the ball's tipped out, and now Riley gets it. He's going to push the ball for Whitworth. To Nakamura, the long three, short, rims out, and big Andy Wheelie there, averaging 15.4 points a game and 10.4 rebounds. Ahead to Johns. Johns with the right hand and good. So Panner to Johns up the left sideline, like the old Wheaton North sideline break, and Johns has it for two more. 40-30 Wheaton, 18 minutes to go in the second half. Now Symes working on Carwell, faces him up. Back to Jurich. Wheelie's not going to chase him. He's just going to double Symes in the post. Again, now to Carwell. He faces him up, goes middle. Over Carwell with the right hand and good. 2 points for Symes. Timeout, Whitworth College, 40-32 Wheaton, 17:53 here to go in the game.
The Thunder are really hurting with Carwell guarding Symes. Symes has shown that he's a lot more athletic than Carwell and quicker as well. And that's two straight times that Symes has, taken him one-on-one and gotten the basket.
Symes is trying to post, so putting the bigger body on him doesn't make some sense. But when he's catching, he's facing up.
Yep.
And they haven't been easy shots, but by the same token, he's starting to feel comfortable, starting to get in rhythm. So immediately, Phil Denham checked in. He's going to check in for Carwell. So it's Raymond, Johns, Wheelie, Denham, Panner. My thought is that they're going to try Denham on Symes. I like it. Nakamura, Williamson, Riley, Jurich, and Symes for the Pirates.
Buy them a little bit more time before Young can check back into the game, who's had the most success against Symes all game.
Yeah, Young has 3 fouls. That's why he's out of the game. Back comes Wheaton. They're looking to run Panner through a Wheelie screen. Now Wheelie's going to post against Jurich. Johns has it. Little back screen from Denham. Johns to Wheelie. Wheelie goes up. No. Gets his own rebound. Yes. Andy Wheelie denied one time. Stuck with it. And Wheaton leads 42-32. 17:20 to go in the second half. As now it's Symes working on Denham on the block. Again to Symes. Again Symes rises up. Again Symes hits. Ryan Symes, the reigning Northwest Conference Player of the Year, is heating up, and he's cut the Wheaton lead to 8. It's Raymond now looking for Wheelie. Wheelie's got it on the right block. Dribbles to the middle with his left hand. Goes up with the left hand. No. Gets his own rebound. Goes up, and he's fouled. Late whistle, but a good call. And Andy Wheelie's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, the Thunder have made a much more concerted effort to get it down low to Andy Wheelie, and he's done a lot better job as I think he's finally figured out Calvin Jurich, what Jurich is going to do defensively. Wheelie is going to go to the line now. Connects on the first.
So Wheaton led by Raymond with 22. Johns has 11. Wheelie now has 6 points. He's going to get a second free throw. He made the first. Second free throw up. Second free throw good. Nice to see Wheelie extend the Wheaton lead to 10. We're under 17 to go here in the Sweet 16. Nakamura working against Johns. Look at Johns move his feet there. Just harassing Nakamura all over the court. Ball screen from Symes. Nakamura is going to drive to Jurich, the long jumper, and he hits. The lefty steps out to 17 feet on the baseline over Wheelie, and the Wheaton lead is 8. As now these Hope fans are starting to fill this place in. This place seats 3,000. This is a tremendous facility. Panner, ball screen from Raymond. Flare screen now from Denham. And Ben Panner threw it out of bounds. Turnover, Pirates ball.
Just tried to lead Raymond a little bit too much right there. The Thunder took very good care of the ball in the first half. Only 3 turnovers compared to 2 for Whitworth. So both teams taking care of the ball.
Whitworth 4th in the nation in turnovers, averaging only 10.5 per game. So they're on target for another good game in that area. Is now Jurich handling way out top with a 2-3 offense here. Now Symes working on Denham. He's going to catch outside the arc. He's going to drive with the right hand. Kicks out to Jurich, another jumper, another make. Calvin Jurich having the game of his life, another jumper. Timeout Wheaton College. So you prepare for Ryan Symes, the player of the year, and it's Calvin Jurich, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 of 6 shooting. Who's really been the difference?
If I'm Wheaton, I'm going to let Calvin Jurich continue to make those shots as long as you can do a good job, continue to do a good job on Symes and Williamson. With this Whitworth timeout, we'd like to remind you real quickly that broadcasts of Wheaton Thunder basketball are made possible by the continued support of the Gulbranson Insurance Agency. Ned Gulbranson can provide a comprehensive look at insurance needs for business, home, auto, or life. The Gulbranson Insurance Agency can be reached at 630-393-6700.
Wheaton College 44, Whitworth College 38, 15:45 here to go in the game. Young is back in, as now Johns handling out top. To Panner. As now he's got an offensive foul on Andy Wheely. That is a huge call. Wheely battling Jurich in the post. That's Andy Wheely's third foul.
Yeah, that's disappointing to get called with such a ticky-tack foul right there.
And Johns forces a deep pass to Symes because they just can't get it to Nakamura. Riley working on Raymond down in the post. Young is back on Symes, as now Williamson has it working on Panner. That's been a good matchup for Wheaton, as Panner can stick with Williamson off the dribble. Nowhere to go. He's going middle. Flips another one to Jurich, another jumper. No good. But a rebound for Symes. And then Johns bats it out of bounds. Denham's going to check in. I'm sure it's for Wheely. So Wheely with 3 fouls. Young with 3 fouls. Kent Raymond has 2 fouls. Phil Denham into the game. He has 2 fouls. So unfortunately, foul trouble hurting Wheaton here. Back for the Pirates, number 41, Tim Sellerite, checking in for Calvin Jurich.
And it's interesting that so far Whitworth has taken out Jurich whenever Wheely has been out of the game, which, Jurich has had a good game, 10 points, 6 rebounds as well. It's kind of interesting that they go with the smaller lineup when Wheaton does it. You would think that they would want to take advantage of that height advantage, but I think that taking him out plays more into Wheaton's favor.
And right now, what happened, Phil Denham checked in. They took out Calvin Jurich, and then Coach Harris countered by putting in Jeremy Burnson. But because Phil Denham had not even played a second, Burnson's going to have to come out. And now they just checked him. The ref is talking to the official score. And now Burnson is going to be allowed to stay in the game. It's going to be Whitworth ball underneath. 44-38 Wheaton, 15:21 to go here. It's Nakamura to Riley, working on Kent Raymond. Looking inside to Williamson. With Panner on him, he wants it in the block. Spins baseline, back to the middle. Up with the right hand, off his leg, out of bounds, Wheaton ball. So a big stop for Wheaton College. And the Thunder are going to get the ball back with Panner, Burnson, Raymond, Stephen Young, and Andrew Johns. Look at this lineup for Wheaton.
Yeah. 6'3" is the tallest on the floor for the Thunder.
So the 5-guard offense. Let's bring back out the 5-out motion Wheaton used for so many years. And that's what we're running here. Johns catches on the right wing. Shot fake, drive with the right hand, finish for Andrew Johns.
13 points for the freshman Johns. I think that's a career high.
And it could not have come at a better time. Nakamura now working against Johns. He goes baseline. He goes up hard, and he's fouled by Johns. Nakamura faked middle, went baseline. A little bit of contact on that drive. And Nakamura is going to shoot 2. So Johns has a foul. Nakamura's on the line. He's that point guard. He's the best in the nation at turnover to assist ratio with 124 assists. First free throw, no good. A rare miss for the Pirates. But Nakamura, 124 assists, only 30 turnovers. Incredible numbers for a point guard.
Of course, now that I make the bold statement, I think that's a career high for Johns. I have to check, and it's not. 17 is his high. But hopefully he'll get there.
He's got a lot of time. Second free throw good for Nakamura. 46-39 Wheaton. 14:38 to go here in the Sweet 16. Raymond catching on the curl. Driving on Symes. There's a lot of contact. Up strong. Rims out. Young fighting for the rebound. He loses it to Nakamura. A lot of contact on the drive. Raymond to Symes. No call. And back comes the Pirates. Is now Symes trying to catch it in the post. Almost falls down. Back to Williamson. Williamson on Raymond. He drives baseline. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Big rebound for Ben Panner, who I think's the center in this lineup right now. Ahead to Johns. Johns dribbling on the right side. Ball screen from Young to Jeremy Burnson. Burnson looking. Burnson dribbling. Fakes right. Comes back left to Panner. Ball screen from Johns. Ben to the rim. Offensive foul. Panner drives hard with his right hand, and Sellerite takes the offensive foul for Whitworth. The Wheaton lead stays at 7, and it's going to be Pirates ball.
The Thunder are going to use some full court pressure here. Kind of token pressure just to force Whitworth to think about it a little bit more.
Wheaton with this small lineup. Nobody over 6'3". Back to the ball screen set for the Pirates. They're looking high-low. Williamson to Symes. Young guarding Symes, doing a great job. They got Sellerite on the double screen. He's looking out in the perimeter. The lefty, guarded by Burnson. Nowhere to go. Tries to get it to Symes. He does. Symes up and in. So Young fronted Symes. They lob over the top, and Symes gets 2 more.
Kent Raymond not wanting to pick up a third foul, just kind of backed off as he was the help man on defense.
46-41 Wheaton, as now Kent's going to shoot another 3, and he makes another one from 24 feet. Kent Raymond gives Wheaton an 8-point lead. Incredible.
He was almost in the first row right there. Just Raymond, 25 points now, just unconscious from the three-point arc.
Back come the Pirates. Kent's got 25. Riley now the dribble drive, rims around and in. Defensive breakdown for Wheaton. That's too easy. 49-43 Thunder. 12:45 to go. Back working is Panner. Panner now to Raymond. Guarded by Williamson. They're trying to get more size. Johns with the ball screen. Flares for the 3. It's Johns. It rims out. Tipped around. Rebound to Williamson. So Johns had a good look there. The Pirates get the rebound, and they have a chance to cut further into the Wheaton lead. Nakamura again gets a ball screen from Symes. He's going to pull up inside the arc. No good. Rebound to Burnson. This small Wheaton lineup came up with a board, but they're going to run. Johns to Panner. Panner to the rim. Panner makes it. So the Wheaton small lineup pushes the ball. Great finish from BP.
Great body control there as he had to contort his body in midair to wrap around for that layup.
Offensive foul. Sellerite driving on Kent Raymond. And Kent steps in. The 2-time reigning CCAW Player of the Year takes a big charge. It's Wheaton ball. We've got a officials timeout. 11:58 to go here. Wheaton 51, Whitworth College 43.
The momentum seems to be turning into Wheaton's favor here as they've come up with some transition points, some great defense. All the Wheaton faithful that have traveled to Holland, Michigan are on their feet as the Thunder have an 8-point lead. I think that ties their biggest of the night.
Wheaton starting to get some stops. Again, Symes is getting going this half. He's 4 for 5 from the field. He now has 13 points. Ryan Symes, reigning Northwest Conference Player of the Year, going up against Kent Raymond, the 2-time reigning CCIW Player of the Year. Kent Raymond, 25 points, 4 for 6 from 3, 7 for 7 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and most importantly, Derek, he has not committed a foul this half.
Raymond 6 points away from becoming the first Wheaton player ever to score 700 points in a season, and he's well deserving of that milestone.
Already, Kent Raymond has set the single-season scoring record for Wheaton College. Tom Dykstra held that record for many years. He's in attendance. Again, the team took him out to dinner last night, and he wouldn't miss this game. As back comes Raymond now taking the point. 11:50 to go. Ball screen from Johns. Another screen from Young. Young rolls to the hoop. They're going to kick it to Johns, top of the key. Johns to Young, off Young's fingers and out of bounds. If Steven had caught that, that was a sure two.
Yeah, that was a tough break there because Whitworth was triple teaming Raymond there as he had it in the corner, got it up to the top of the key. A wide open Young down low. He wasn't able to catch it as it went through his arms and out of bounds.
Wheaton staying with the small lineup. Johns, Burnson, Young, Panner, Raymond. Now Nakamura working on Johns, driving middle. Nothing there. Symes catches top of the key. He's going to rise up over Young. No good. Rims out, but he gets his own rebound. And now he's going to drive from the right block, spins back baseline, looks like a travel. No call. Symes kisses it off the glass and in. Symes is really heating up now. 51-45 Wheaton, 11:15 to go.
Symes has 15 points now on the night, only 5 at halftime, so 10 already in the first 9 minutes of this half.
Double ball screen. They're going to trap Kent off it now. Passes to Johns. Ball tip, but Johns still has it. Shot clock reads 15. Johns against Sellerite. He's looking for Burnson. Can't get it to him. Picks up his dribble. Raymond's got it now left wing. Shot fake. Drive to the left. He's hit. Goes up. Rims out. Johns tips it out, and Burnson has it. Wheaton has a fresh 35. Coach Harris holds his arms out and says, slow down. Let's set something up. Is now Burnson on the right wing, guarded by Symes. Panner has it now to Kent. Off the screen. He slips. He goes down. And they call it jump ball. It looked like Kent was kind of wrapped up there, football style, but they call the jump and the arrows with Whitworth.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Kent just kind of got tripped, fell to the ground. His body was on top of the ball. It didn't look like Whitworth tied it up to get the jump ball, but that's still what the referees called it. So with 10:30 to go, Wheaton has a 6-point lead, Whitworth ball.
Riley back in for Whitworth, the great freshman shooter. He's going to be guarded by Raymond. Sellerite now working on Burnson, ball screen from Symes. Sellerite still has it. Now to Williamson, looking to their high-low again to Symes. Young and Symes just battling down there in the block. Now it's Riley on the right wing to Nakamura. Nakamura up high, barking out signals. He wants a ball screen. Williamson obliges. Gives it to him. Down goes Nakamura. Push on Johns. That's Johns' second foul. Checking in for Wheaton, Jacob Carwell.
Carwell's going to come in for Burnson, give the Thunder a legitimate center besides Kent Raymond or Ben Panner or whoever was the center. We'll see how the Wheaton offense works now.
And how long, Derek, does Andy Wheatley sit? He has 3 fouls, but we're at the 10-minute mark now, and Wheaton has a 6-point lead.
I got to think they're going to bring him in pretty quickly here, but you know this small lineup has been doing very well, and Andy Wheatley's had trouble this game. Only 5 or 6 points for the big man.
Symes again now working on Young to Nakamura. Nakamura and Johns just going at it, and so far Johns has got the better of it. Symes on the left wing, drives baseline on Young. He's going to elevate. Help from Carwell is too late. Timeout, Whitworth College. They have trimmed the Wheaton lead to 4, 51-47, 9:35 left in this game. Ryan Symes is really creating matchup problems for Wheaton as now Big Andy Wheatley's back into the game.
Yeah, that answers your question right there as Wheatley's going to check in. And hopefully the Thunder can continue to get it down into the post like they tried to start before he got his third foul in this second half. They did a great job getting him in the post. I'm sure once Whitworth sees Andy Wheatley coming in, I'm sure they'll counter with Calvin Jurich to defend Andy Wheatley in the post. The Thunder got it out to an 8-point lead there, and now they've kind of let Whitworth back into it, only up by 4, as Symes has done an excellent job in this second half.
And that's what's got to worry you, Derek. If we get down the wire here in a tight game, Symes is creating every time. He's getting whatever shot he wants, and Wheaton really doesn't have an answer right now for him on defense.
No, Stephen Young did such a great job in that first half, but they've gone to some different looks with the smaller lineup in. There's been really no one in to clog up the middle for either team, so Symes has been able to take Young one-on-one, more isolation kind of stuff, and that's where he's really done a great job in the second half. Jurich does check back into the game.
He's trying to. Right now they're not letting him. I guess he was too late. So Sellerite stays in. Maybe Wheaton can exploit that on this possession.
Yeah. Keep it from being a dead ball for as long as you can.
Symes is on Wheatley. I'd love to see Wheatley get a touch here on the block. Try to pick up that third foul on Symes as now it's Raymond on the left side looking for Johns, and they are looking for Wheatley. Gets a little screen from Young, catches on the other block. Now Panner for 3. It's up, no good, rims out. But Johns goes up, gets the rebound. He's fouled, and he's going to get 2 free throw. From nowhere, Andrew Johns came, and he's going to shoot 2.
Well, with about 10 minutes left in the game against Loris, we were sitting right by the Wheaton coaches. Andrew Johns came out of the game. Coach Harris said, "You're doing a great job, but you got to get some rebounds." He ended the game against Loris with 5 rebounds. Got 4 of them down the stretch, 2 huge ones that I remember. Another one here that gets him to the line, and he makes the first.
52-47 Wheaton. Second free throw up, rims out. So Wheaton's lead stays at 5. 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the Sweet 16. The winner of this game will play tomorrow night for a chance to go to the Final Four in Salem. Whitworth ball, looking for Williamson in the post on Panner. Nothing going right now. Jurich is guarded by Wheatley, but Wheatley just, again, backing up, and he's going to let him shoot, daring him to shoot. And now it's Symes out top against Young. To Nakamura, back to Symes. He's going to drive left. He kicks it out to Jurich, another little jumper. He missed it. And then Symes gets his hand on that rebound. Looked like a lot of contact. Ball is loose, and Stephen Young comes up with it. So you said it, Derek. Let Calvin Jurich continue to shoot. Wheaton did, and now Wheaton has the ball. 8:30 to go. Wheaton leads by 5.
Yeah, I'm going to let Jurich shoot that 17, 18-foot jumper all night long. Although he's made 2 of 3, you'll let him do it.
Panner now looking for Wheatley on the block. He's got it. Wheatley dribbling middle, back to the baseline with the left hand, off the glass, rims out, but there's Ken Raymond. And he gets the offensive rebound in the air and puts it in. 54-47 Wheaton. Ken Raymond's doing everything tonight.
Sure is.
Now it's Williamson guarded by Panner. Again, this same ball screen set. We've seen it all game. Panner's doing a great job. Kicked out to Jurich. They're looking inside to Symes. The skip pass across to Riley, the freshman shooter. Missed it. Huge miss, and Wheatley comes down with the rebound to Panner. Wheatley falling out of bounds. That was a huge miss from the freshman. Panner pushing for Wheaton. Calls thumbs down. He's guarded by Riley. I mean, Riley averages about 12 points per game, but he has not gotten going tonight. It's now Panner on the left side again against Riley. Gets around him. Kicks to Kent. Kent on the right side against Williamson. Kent's going to shoot the 3. Another 3. Williamson puts his hand up, but he just cannot stop Kent Raymond. 20. That's 30 for Kent.
Williamson was giving him space, and Kent was like, hey, if you're going to give me space, I'll shoot the 3.
I didn't think Kent could top his game last Saturday night against Loras College, but he's doing just that. As now the Wheaton lead, 57-47. We're at 7 minutes to go. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun finish here. Nakamura to Symes. Symes again on Young. Fakes the 3 and drives. Gets into the lane, and it's a block called. Shot is good, and he's going to shoot 1. Huge call there. Panner tried to take the charge, but he was underneath the rim, and the refs gave Symes the benefit of the doubt. Wheaton's lead down to 8. Denham in, Panner out.
That's the 3rd foul on Ben Panner. He's going to take a seat. 6th team foul on the Thunder. So Whitworth will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Symes is going to go to the line where, as we've said, he's a great free throw shooter. 87% on the year, 34th in the nation.
Big answer from Symes there. Wheaton had that lead to 10. Now it's 7, 57-50, 6:45 to go. I'd like to see Wheaton just back off Symes and let him shoot the 3. He shoots about 33, 34%. As now it's Kent pull up. Instead passes to Wheatley. Wheatley working the post, dribbles middle, back to his right, goes up strong, and he's fouled. So Wheaton stays committed to Andy Wheatley. And the big junior center from St. Louis, Missouri, the man in the middle is going to get 2 free throws. And how about Kent Raymond? He has 30 points. All right? He's 5 for 7 from 3. But the reason why these players like Panner and Wheatley have developed so much this year because Kent is willing to defer to them when they need to. And he sets up the junior. As now the free throw way short for Wheatley. He's going to get 1 more.
Yeah. You know, that just says everything about Kent Raymond. Not only can he score 30 points a night like he has tonight, but he's also 14th in the Wheaton career assists list.
Another miss for Wheatley. 2 big misses there from the junior center. The Wheaton lead stays at 7, 57-50. 6.5 to play. Nakamura again against Johns to Jurich. Looking for Sellerite, and he's trying to get the ball to Symes. Sellerite drives, and he kisses it off the glass, and there's a foul on Kent Raymond. Basket counts. The foul's on Kent. That's his 3rd. Sellerite shooting 1.
So a couple bad plays on defense here the last 2 times. 2 missed free throws by Wheatley, and Whitworth is right back in this one as they have a chance to narrow the lead to 4 points.
A 6-0 run now for Whitworth. Free throw good for Tim Sellerite, 57-53. The Wheaton Thunder lead. Coach Harris talked about feeling like Lazarus when Wheaton got the bid into the tournament. Wheaton is leading here. 6 minutes to go. Johns has it on the left wing to Denham. Denham back to Johns, trying to get it to Wheatley. Finally they do. Wheatley looking. He's going to dribble middle. Picks up his dribble. Nothing there. Back to Johns. Shot clock down to 10. Young to Wheatley, looking high-low. Nothing there. Shot clock at 7. Dribbling on Jurich. He's going to shoot the turnaround. Short. No good. Rebound, Williamson. Whitworth has a chance to cut into Wheaton's 4-point lead.
Ball didn't get in Kent's hands at all on that possession, and Wheaton was struggling on offense.
Now Symes again. He's going to raise up for three on Young. He hits. The Wheaton lead down to 57-56. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Timeout, Wheaton College. Symes has 23. The two conference players of the year are just going back and forth in a tremendous battle.
Now that's 18 points in this half for Symes. Of course, Kent Raymond has 30 points on the night as well. And that three, you said let him shoot the three, and then he goes and makes a three to make it a 1-point game. And we sure have a nail biter here with 5.5 minutes left. A 1-point lead for the Thunder, who have led the entire way. We'll see how they answer offensively. And you'd really like to see him do a lot better job defensively. They haven't done as well the last few minutes as Whitworth has gone on a 9-0 run.
Right, Wheaton had that lead 57-47 after another Kent Raymond three. But since then, Symes, Sellerite with a big three-point play. And Wheaton's inability to get some stops here has let Whitworth right back into the game. Coach Harris takes the timeout. For Whitworth, it's going to be Williamson, Sellerite, Symes, Jurich, and Nakamura. Wheaton College counters Johns, Panner back into the game, Raymond, Wheelie, and Stephen Young. So Wheaton's original starters, except Stephen Young. 5:30 to go. Fasten your seatbelts here. It is going to be a wild finish here in the Sweet 16.
Wheaton really needs a basket here to stop the bleeding, try and get the momentum back in their favor.
They run Kent through three screens. Now Panner screen from Wheelie, looking for him, skip across to Stephen Young. Symes is really just helping down on Wheelie, not even guarding Young out there. Raymond's got it now, drives middle to Johns. Johns looking for Wheelie, he's got him. Wheelie turns, kicks out to Johns, shot fake and drive, pulls up from inside the arc, no good. Rims out, tipped by Panner, Kent's got it. Kent to Young. Young looking for Wheelie in the block. He's on the right side, back to Kent on the right wing. 4:49 to go. Kent rises up on the baseline and good. Wheaton 59, Whitworth 56, 4:40 to go.
701 points on the season for Kent Raymond. First Wheaton player to get 700 points in a season.
And you can hear the Wheaton fans who made the 3.5-hour drive up to Holland, Michigan. Jurich has it. They're trying to get it to Symes in the post. Skips across to Sellerite. He drives. Good help from Wheelie. Back to Nakamura. Shot clock reads 12. Of course, it's Symes. Symes goes up. Missed it. Rebound to Wheelie.
Huge rebound right there for Wheelie. Lets the Thunder...
Ahead to Raymond. Takes it coast to coast. He's fouled. So it's Wheaton 59. Whitworth College 56. 4 minutes. 10 seconds to go. And Kent Raymond's going to the free throw line.
Not only did that last basket give Raymond over 700 points on the season, it also broke the scoring record for the DeVos Fieldhouse that opened back in the 2005 season. So Kent Raymond now with 33 points, breaking all kinds of records here.
Riley back in now for Whitworth College, in for Jurich. So Whitworth going offensive here. The freshman Riley, who shoots 46% from the three-point line, has not made a three tonight. Wheaton leads by 4, and now 5. Second free throw good. Wheaton 61. Whitworth College 56. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Nakamura handling against Johns. Gets the ball screen from Symes. Dribbling on the right side. Picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. Finally to Sellerite, guarded by Raymond. Raymond content to play him at the arc. Now to Williamson. We have not called his name very often this second half. Working on Wheelie. Drives with the right hand. The shot. No! Rebound Wheelie. He guards Williamson off the dribble, then corrals the rebound. Wheaton leads by 5, and they have the ball. 3:40 to go.
With Jurich out of the game, they really want to try and get Wheelie the ball in the post as Symes is guarding him.
And now Wheaton content to run some clock. Shot clock reads 17. Game clock reads 3:25. Raymond catches now from Panner, way out top against Williamson, to Johns. Cross screen, Young to Wheelie. Wheelie's got it. Back to Kent. 5 on the shot clock. The long 3 from Kent Raymond, and he made it. He was practically in the stands from 25 feet, but Kent Raymond makes another 3. He's got 37. Wheaton has an 8-point lead. 3:10 to go. We are witnessing a special performance at the DeVos Fieldhouse. I've never seen anything like it.
37 points is a season high for Kent Raymond.
And now we have an offensive foul. They were trying to set a double ball screen for Nakamura. Offensive foul, Whitworth College. Timeout, Whitworth College. And they must be thinking, what do we have to do to stop Kent Raymond? There's nothing they can do. He was practically in the stands in the Hope student section over there, and he makes another three, nothing but net. 64-56 Wheaton, 3 minutes and 1 second to go, and Derek, they've got the ball.
You know, and what's amazing about that is it's the second time this game that he's pulled up from that same spot. If you're Whitworth, I looked at the Whitworth coach, Jim Hayford, right after Kent made that shot, and he was just staring in utter disbelief. He couldn't believe the show that Kent Raymond is putting on, and boy, I am going to miss watching Kent Raymond do that on a nightly basis.
37 points, 11 for 19 from the field, 6 for 8 from three, and these are not just threes right behind the arc. These are deep threes. He's 6 for 8 with Williamson, the 6'6" center, in his face. 9 for 9 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds. And he's only got 3 fouls after those 2 early fouls. And so now it's Wheaton ball, 3 minutes and 1 second away from a possible trip to the Elite Eight, which will be played tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, against the winner of the Hope College Ohio Wesleyan game. Is now we're under 3 minutes. Panner handling against Cellerite. Now to Johns. Again, it's Riley, Nakamura, Cellerite, Symes, Williamson, and Wheaton content to use a lot of clock. This is smart, Derek.
Yeah.
Use some clock. Shot clock reads 15. Game clock reads 2:41. It's Young. Handling. Skip pass to Kent. He checks his feet. He fires another three. Wheelie sets the flare screen for Raymond, and Kent's got 40. 67-56 Wheaton College. 2:20 to go. Is now Symes is fouled down on the block by Young, and he's going to be shooting a 1-and-1.
And you know, now the Thunder have gone on an 11-0 run, or 10-0 run.
Right, 10-0 run.
Because they had the 10-point lead, then Whitworth went on a 9-0 run. Now Wheaton on its own 10-0 run. Symes breaks it right there with a free throw.
67-57 Wheaton, 2:20 to go.
But this is the same kind of thing that you saw last week against Loris. Wheaton went on a 16-0 run with 6 minutes to go. Here tonight they go on a 10-0 run with 5 minutes to go. And Kent Raymond has... It just leaves me speechless. What can you say about him? He has 40 points here tonight. 44, of course, is his career high that I had the honor of seeing him do against Illinois Wesleyan down at the Shirk Center last year. Oh.
So the Wheaton lead is 9, 67-58. Symes makes both free throws. It's Wheaton ball. Timeout, Whitworth College. This is a full timeout. And you know what? I've watched almost every Wheaton College game the last 20 years, Derek. I can't remember anything like this.
Well, Kent Raymond is definitely one of the best players to ever come through the Wheaton program, one of the best players in Division III basketball. Surely on his way to a first-team All-American this year. And he knows that each game that he plays is his last. So he wants to get all the way. He doesn't want his last game to be a loss. And the way that he's playing in these NCAA tournament games, I don't think it will be.
And just a week and a half ago, Wheaton thought their season was over after they lost in the CCAW tournament. And now look at this. They're up 9, 2:20 to go with a chance to go to the Elite Eight. Whitworth is going to press full court, Cellerite on Panner. Wheaton again going to use some clock. 2:15 to go, shot clock at 30. Johns, Panner, Raymond, Wheelie, and Young for Wheaton. As Wheaton being very patient here. With 7 fouls that Wheaton will be shooting on the next Whitworth foul. Kent's got it. 15 to go here on the shot clock. We're under 2 minutes. He's going to drive on Williamson, and there's the foul. Derek, if Wheaton does a good job of getting Kent the ball the rest of the way, he's going to break his scoring record of 44 points.
Well, I'd love to see that. As 44 is is high. He's got 40 points now, going to the line for 1-1.
Free throw up, free throw good. The huge free throw from Kent Raymond. 68-58 Wheaton. 1 minute and 57 seconds here to go. Coach Harris imploring his defense to give their best effort without fouling. Second free throw up and in. Kent has 42, Wheaton 69, Whitworth College 58, a minute 53 to go. Back comes Nakamura, gets the double ball screen. Looking for Riley, nowhere to go. Look at this Wheaton defense, extending the defense out. They are fired up. They can smell it, and now it's off Riley's foot. Raymond dives, and he can't get it. 3 for Cellerite, no good. Rebound to Wheelie, ahead to Raymond. He's only got one man to beat, and he's going to take it to the rim. Spins middle to Johns. Johns missed, kicked it out to Kent. Coach Harris says, use some clock. We're under a minute 30. Wheaton leads by 11. The Wheaton fans on their feet, they can sense it. The Elite Eight tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, right here. As now Kent's got it back. We're at a minute 15 to go. Shot clock reads 19. I just want Kent to hold this ball. He's going to shoot the long three and rims out. Rims out. Back comes Whitworth College. That was a heat check right there. We're down to a minute. To Riley. Riley rises up, fires good. Timeout Whitworth College, 69-61. Wheaton leads exactly 1 minute to play.
Well, one last time before we run out of time, I'd like to say thanks to the Gulbranson Insurance Agency for 6 years of supporting Wheaton Thunder basketball. As a former Wheaton College athlete, Ned Gulbranson is committed to broadcasts of Wheaton College sports. Gulbranson Insurance Agency offers a full line of home, auto, business, and life insurance. For more information, Ned can be reached at 630-393-6700.
Ned Gulbranson, I wish you were here. Great friend of WETN, great friend of Wheaton Athletics. You are missing a historic game. Coach Owen Handy, the assistant, looked over at me just now, walked over, checking the timeouts, gave me a look that said it all, that this is just an incredible game. Although I have to say, Derek, we probably didn't need that deep three last possession. Hold the ball, make them foul you. There were still about 15 on the shot clock. But I'm not going to criticize Kent Raymond.
You know, another guy that we'd like to say hi to is Adam Waney, who couldn't make the trip out here to Holland, Michigan. I'm sure he's listening to these final minutes and just cringing that he cannot be here. We wish him the best on his Harvard Law School visit this weekend. And hopefully Wheaton can win these next 2 games so Adam can get out to Salem, Virginia.
And actually, Adam, also looking at Virginia, as now Panner gets it, quickly fouled by Cellerite. That's the 9th team foul on Whitworth. Panner going to the line. Derek, Wheaton has to get the ball to Kent in these situations. I want every free throw to go through Kent and nobody else. Ben Panner's a great free throw shooter, but you have to get the ball to Kent Raymond. So now 58.7 to go. Wheaton leads by 8. Adam Waney from Indiana. His Indiana boy, Kent Raymond, having what a game Kent is having. Panner on the line now, shooting the front end of the 1-and-1. Good. Nothing but net. BP for 1 there.
Panner, a 76% free throw shooter, and he holds true to his averages there, making the first.
Second free throw up. Second free throw good. The Wheaton lead back to 10, 58.7. Johns is going to make Nakamura bring it up. Wheaton does not want to foul. Guard Riley on the arc. He's going to force a 3 way off. Rimmed out, and Andy can't quite grab the rebound. It's going to be Whitworth ball, tipped off of Wheelie's hands. 49.4 seconds.
How many rebounds does Wheelie have?
He's at 9.
He's at 9. So not doing much on offense, only 7 points, but he's done it, getting those rebounds. He's done a great job defensively. He had to sit quite a bit in this game because of foul trouble, but Andy Wheelie doing a great job down the stretch.
The line for Kent Raymond, 12 for 21 from the field, 7 for 10 from 3, 11 for 11 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, and 42 points. Maybe the greatest single performance in the history of Wheaton College basketball.
He's getting up there. You know, at the Shirk Center last year, he had 44 points, 20 for 20 from the free throw line in that one. That was definitely a good game. I think probably the biggest stat that we haven't mentioned tonight about Kent Raymond is in the first 3 rounds of this NCAA tournament, he is 28 for 28 from the free throw line. He has done it down the stretch of the first game. He's done it in the game against Loris with 36 points. Tonight, 42 points.
Oh. It's Whitworth ball underneath. Wheaton leads by 10, 49.4 seconds. You think back to the great performances, of course, the 57-56 championship teams with the likes of Mel Peterson, Pops Rowe, all those great players. As now Nakamura catches, pump fake. He's going to shoot a long two. Good. Long two. Wheaton leads by 8, 46.4. Kent's got it. And Kent's going to dribble. A lot of time going off the clock. Foul from Riley. That's what you have to do. Get the ball to Kent. 42.3 seconds. Kent's going to be shooting two. That's the 10th team foul on the Pirates.
Whitworth was kind of hesitant to foul Raymond, and, you know, you don't blame him, but Raymond wasn't going to give the ball up.
Kent setting all kinds of records tonight. First free throw up, free throw good, 43 for Raymond. Of course, in this beautiful facility here, the DeVos Fieldhouse, this is the most points anyone scored. And when you think of everything that's online, what a historic game. Second free throw good, nothing but net. 44 for Kent. He's tied his career high. We're at 40 seconds. The Wheaton lead is 10, 73-63. Back comes Nakamura, hands to Riley. Nothing for Riley, skips across to Sellerite. He's going to drive on Kent, goes up with the left hand, no good. Big Andy Wheely gets his 10th rebound, as now Kent Raymond's fouled by Williamson. He's going back to the line.
He has a chance to break his all-time career high, and let me look here. I think 50 points is the all-time Wheaton single scoring high. With 28.7 seconds left, he'd have to get to the line quite a few times here in the last half minute to reach that. But
Kent Raymond on the free throw line. Free throw up, free throw good. Actually hit the rim. He's got 45. And just, again, 10 days ago, Derek, we thought his career here at Wheaton might be over.
Yep.
And now he's got 45 points. Make it 46.
46 is the third highest in Wheaton history, tying David Painter.
Wheaton leads by 12, 75-63. We're down to 20 seconds. Symes drives, scores. The Wheaton lead is 10, 18.6. Give the ball to Kent. They got it to him. He's fouled again. He's going to have a chance to make it 48. 17.6 seconds.
So the all-time single game scoring record, Norm Pott had 50 points against Milliken back in 1954. Tom Dykstra, 48 against Carthage in 1970. David Painter against Chicago Tech had 46 in 1944.
And how fitting would it be if Kent can make these two free throws, and on a night when he broke Tom Dykstra's single-season scoring record for Wheaton College, he could tie him with 48 points. Free throw up, free throw good. And guess who is checking in for the shooter after this free throw? It's Jeremy Burnson, and you are going to see 3,009 people here in the DeVos Fieldhouse stand up on their feet. Second free throw, no good.
Oh,
no good. Is now we have a Wheaton foul. Kent Raymond has a historic game. 47 points, as now he's going to exit. All of the Wheaton players on their feet. All of the Wheaton coaches on their feet. All the 3,009 people in the DeVos Fieldhouse on their feet. Because they know they've seen something special. They know they've seen a historic performance. Is now Stephen Young checking out. Andy Wheely checking out. Embraces Kent Raymond. And Kent walking back to the bench. And you know, Derek, before tonight, I would have said the best Wheaton College player I've ever seen. I've watched the last 20 years. I can only speak for that. Would have been Joel Coleman. But after tonight, I think it's Kent Raymond. Free throw good for Symes. The Wheaton lead is 10. Both teams putting in reserves here. Whitworth put up a valiant fight. Ryan Symes, a special player himself. Second free throw good. Now he's going to come out of the game.
You can see the frustration on his face as he is a senior as well. And he knows that this is his last game of his career.
It's Panner, Burnson, Carwell, Denham. Wheaton having trouble getting in. Got it to Panner. Now he's going to push it. We're at 15. Wheaton by 9. Whitworth is not going to foul. We're down to 10. Time ticking off here. Panner working. The Burnson top of the key. He's dribbling. He's working. The clock's ticking down. 3, 2, 1, and Lazarus lives to see another day. Wheaton College advances to the Elite Eight. 76-67. The Wheaton College Thunder. Their improbable NCAA tournament run continues, and they'll play right here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern.
And I can't wait. They're going to be playing the winner of Ohio Wesleyan and the host Hope.
And here comes Nate Frank. Both teams shaking hands here. Of course, we're going to have the next game, Hope College against Ohio Wesleyan, right here. And in this great facility, in the biggest of moments, is now assistant coach Nate Frank joins us. Coach, we've run out of words to describe that performance from Ken Raymond.
You know, as the season was ending, the regular season, we were thinking to ourselves, man, this time last year with 5 games left is when Kent really got hot. We thought this season had run out after the Wesleyan loss on him having a chance to get it going. Clearly, he had better insight than us, and he's playing as well as he ever has. He's shooting it well. You see him coming out in warm-up, shooting it well. The thing that I like the most, though, is he's not forcing anything. I think he may have taken 1 or 2 shots that weren't right in the rhythm of the offense. And quite frankly, those were shots you might describe as heat checks, just to make sure he knew he was on, and sure enough, they were going. He's one of the 2 or 3 greatest players in Wheaton history, and he's proven it. And there's not. You're right. There's really not words to describe it.
I mean, he scores 47 points on 21 shots, 12 for 21 from the field, 7 for 10 from 3, 16 for 17 from the free throw line.
It's a special game. I mean, if he's not Player of the Year in Division III, I'd really be interested in seeing who is, especially with this run. And I don't know when they vote on any of that stuff, but the fact of the matter is this guy's special. He also made some big plays on the defensive end. I think one of the real momentum turners was when, midway through the half, they were making that comeback. K-Ray steps in and takes a charge. He's a complete player. But, that said, we got some good efforts out of a lot of other people tonight, too. You don't get here without it, but, man, it helps to have a great one.
And Coach Harris, before the game, talked about the need to kind of pick up the half-court defense. And I think first half you held them down. For the game, held them down. Talk about your half-court D.
Yeah, I think the key to the half-court D tonight, quite frankly, was Steve Young's ability to come in when Kent picked up that early foul and hold Symes down. Symes is a heck of a player, and clearly their game plan was to dump it into him and let him operate. Steve made that real hard on him, and even though Symes ended up with big points, he had to work hard for those. And down the stretch that takes, it's told he had a couple come up short towards the end. We were doing a much better job of identifying help. I'll tell you what, they did a good job of making us pay for our defensive scheme. Our plan was to drop people off of Urich all afternoon. He banged. What did he end up with? I know he had eight good looks, 8 good points from the perimeter, and I think 1 on an offensive board. We executed well, though. I'll say that. The defensive game plan was executed well. Nakamura is the type of guy who can come off and have a big game from the perimeter. Andrew Johns did a terrific job on him. And credit Ben Panner as well. I mean, Panner had every variety of assignment, from guarding quick water bugs to having to play post defense against Williamson.
Right. And
actually did a pretty good job of holding him down. Can we play defense better? Probably, but this was as good an effort as I'd say we'd had since our game against Elmhurst at home 2 weeks before the end of the season, or a week before the end of the season.
All right, Williamson really got off to a good start, Coach. Then Panner moved over to him, kind of shut him down. Mm-hmm. So the defense, you hold him to 67 for the game. And you talked about Andrew Johns. I mean, he was really the second scoring option tonight as far as, 14 points on 10 shots, 1 for 2 from 3, 5 big rebounds. I'm just so impressed with this kid.
That's a pretty special effort from a freshman, especially because he was an early leader for us in this game. He got us going offensively. The other thing is we don't necessarily tell him to pick up full court. He does it just because he's got the energy, and he does a good job. He took all the right shots, didn't force anything. When they gave him the 3, he would shoot it. When he had the 1 bounce for the pop, he would shoot that, and he took it to the well effectively a couple of times. Not only that, he was our second leading rebounder, including a couple that were gigantic. That tip try he had down at our end in the second half where he got fouled, another key turning point when we were starting to take on water a little bit.
So we talked about Raymond, talked about Johns. So, Coach, when you get the 76-67 win, this is the deepest run for Wheaton College since the Division III tournament began in 74-75. Longest run in 49 years since we finished fourth in the NAIA. Talk about the run and talk about what's coming up.
Well, the run is amazing. I mean, I don't need to belabor the point that we didn't even think we were getting into the tournament, less than 2 weeks ago. But these guys have taken advantage of it. You go into a tournament after you thought your season was over. I think that's an advantage. Not to say there weren't butterflies, not to say guys were playing and feeling some pressure. But, hey, I mean, most of these guys should have been slapping on the copper tone, in Fort Lauderdale or South Padre, wherever you guys go for, spring break these days. The fact of the matter is when you get new life and you have a chance to take advantage of it, it's great. I mean, there's a number of things that factor into it. First of all, I say that the CCIW is as good as any league. You have to play every night. In my opinion, we faced some very good teams. This Whitworth team is a good team. Loris and Lawrence are all good teams. I'm not convinced they're better than the top 3 or 4 in our league that we have to face night in and night out.
Right.
That said, I think the team that I've been saying since they absolutely slapped us around in November, or maybe that was December, I think it was the last day of November, the team that I've been saying is the best team in the country is who we've got potentially coming up tomorrow. I don't want to look ahead. I think Ohio Wesleyan is a real legitimate team. They've got some size. They've got some depth. This will be a great battle. In either case, we've got our work cut out for us. As I said last week before Loris took on Whitewater, clearly you'd rather play a team on a neutral site. Yeah. We're not going to be up there clapping and cheering for anybody, but if Ohio Wesleyan won, that wouldn't be hugely disappointing us. Not that we think that's an easy game, but the fact is there'll be a fraction of the number of fans, and it's on a neutral site. So I guess if we had a bias, that might be it. We'll play Hope a lot better than we did last time. Can we beat them? I don't know. If we play our game, I think we can be right in there with them. But without Andrew Johns, without Andrew Wheely last time, we're a different ball club. Yeah. Doesn't mean Hope hasn't gotten better. Certainly they have. They're tough, but it'll be interesting. To put it in a historical perspective, I think this is a group of guys as deserving as anybody. We've had some great teams here. This is a team that really cares about each other. They work hard in the offseason. I mean, that's epitomized by what Andy Wheely's done. I mean, look at the way Ben Panner's improved his shooting. K-Ray, I don't know how you improve on greatness, but he's done it. I mean, he's taken it up a notch. I think it's most evident on the defensive end. This team now I think goes down. You can't necessarily mention the same breath as the 57 championship team, but your next breath, it's certainly probably the next name that comes out. And if we keep it rolling, hopefully it will be right on that level.
Coach Nate Frank, thank you very much. Wheaton College wins 76-67.
Guys, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. That's Wheaton assistant coach Nate Frank, who's been so instrumental, Derek, in the development of Andy Wheely. Big Andy Wheely has made so many strides. And how about Nate Frank? Who developed him? As we see Steve Kafkas here, a longtime Wheaton insider, friend of Wheaton alumnus. But having Nate Frank here, I mean, I think it just shows what a talented coach he is when you look at the development of Andy Wheely. So you could see Nate Frank is just so excited about this. And again, Wheaton, they'd love to have another shot at Hope College.
They, all the talk, I've been with the team for 2 days now, and, they weren't looking past this game, but they really want another shot at Hope. They really got embarrassed by Hope. Coach Frank talked about it, and with Andy Wheely, if Andy Wheely's healthy in that game, it's a totally different story. If Andrew Johns plays in that game, it's a totally different story. Like Coach Frank said, I don't know if they can beat him, but I'd sure like to give them a try with a healthy Thunder team. And the way they're playing right now, they are as hot as anyone in the nation.
Right, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. There's still a game here to be played, Hope College against Ohio Wesleyan. Ohio Wesleyan, of course, comes in 21-7, so they're no slouch. Of course, last weekend, UW-Whitewater was favored, and they ended up losing. And then Wheaton took advantage by beating Loris College. I mean, it's that time of year, one and done. And Andrew, again, we talk about this team. I've never seen this team nearly as confident. Derek, I mean, we had a team here who just expected to win this game.
Yep.
I mean, and they just, like you said, they were almost thinking about Hope. Not that they looked past Whitworth College, but they fully expected to win. And, man, if it's Wheaton College, Hope College tomorrow night here, this place is going to be filled to the rafters. Wheaton College fans, get up here, all right? Go to the gas station, fill that tank up, take the hit on the old wallet, get up here 3.5 hours, not a bad drive, and support your Thunder, because that will be the biggest game Wheaton College has played probably in 50 years.
If Kent Raymond puts in 47 points again, that's definitely worth the cost of admission and the cost of gas to get here. So just a phenomenal game from him and from the Thunder all around. Just one of the best overall efforts that I've seen from them all season long.
You're exactly right, Derek. So a historic game from the DeVos Fieldhouse on the campus of Hope College in Holland, Michigan, for this improbable Wheaton run. Lazarus continues. Lazarus moves on. Lazarus lives to see another day. Wheaton going to the Elite Eight tomorrow night. They'll play the winner of this game, Hope College against Ohio Wesleyan. Kent Raymond again, 47 points on 12 of 21 from the field in perhaps the greatest game with everything that's at stake. I'm going to go out and say that's the greatest game in the history of Wheaton College basketball.
I'm right with you. Bold call, but I am fully backing your decision.
With all, due respect to Mel Peterson and Tom Dykstra's great games, Randy Fund, Kerry Fund, Wes Pitts, Nate Frank, who was just speaking to us, Joel Colmaden, the great teams there. Big Luke Moo went a whole CCW season without being stopped a single game. That was the greatest game in the history of Wheaton College basketball, and it was my privilege to call it. So for Derek Rogers, I'm Tim Martin again, thanking you for listening.